So the game I'm playing today is called 5D Chess with Multiverse Time Travel. That is quite a title indeed, and I feel like this one in particular is going to take a little bit of explaining, so I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with the classic board game chess, right? One of the most iconic board games of all time. It's been played for literal centuries at this point. It did actually experience a bit of a resurgence in popularity during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, interestingly enough. It is a board game that I myself have played before as well, but I have not played it in a really long time. I think it's been like... I think the last time I played chess with like an actual person was when I was 10 years old. Yeah, I have not played chess at all since the 5th grade, so I will admit that I am definitely rusty, but I at least remember what most of the chess pieces actually do and how they behave. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is no ordinary chess game, because this chess game also features time travel, as the game's title insinuates. More specifically, this game features, and I'm just quoting this from the game's description on Steam, this game also contains spatial, temporal, and parallel dimensions. Indeed, this is a chess game that includes alternate dimensions as a concept. And as you may have already expected, it's pretty confusing. So this game came out not too long ago. This was released in July of 2020, and this game does actually have really good reviews on Steam, by the way. It already has about 4,000 reviews, and it does have an overwhelmingly positive user score. I think the user score is 97%. So a lot of people do seem to love this game, but I do have to wonder if a lot of those positive reviews are ironic or not, because, and this is also something I noticed when I looked at the game's store page, one of the most popular user tags for this game is psychological horror, which I feel is very appropriate because this game definitely messes with your head in all sorts of, well, not so pleasant ways, I will admit. And by the end of it all, it will pretty much leave you, mentally scarred for life. I mean, chess itself is not a very difficult game to play. Like, it's easy to learn, but it is incredibly difficult to master. There's a lot of people who play chess at a professional level. I am definitely not one of those people, because like I said before, I have not played chess in like 14 years, at least. But there are a lot of people who do play chess at a professional level, and I really have to wonder what exactly they would think of this game, because, oh my god, man. This game pretty much takes everything that you knew about chess and throws it right out the window. Because it's not just multiple dimensions, this game also introduces the concept of different chess pieces that you don't normally see in regular chess. So what this video is mostly going to entail is that I'm probably just going to be messing around with a lot of the different game mechanics and maybe just testing stuff out. I'm probably not going to be playing the game the way it's meant to be played necessarily, because this is by far the most mechanically complicated game of chess that I have come across. So this video is mostly just going to be me basically not knowing what I am doing, and there's gonna be a lot of brain reduction that occurs throughout the whole video. My entire cranium may just straight up explode by the end of this. I mean, you never know. But I did want to show this game off to you guys for quite some time now, because I just thought it was a really silly take on, you know, a classic board game, an ancient board game. The game itself is just very silly in general, so I really did want to demonstrate it to you guys here. So, I think before I actually play this, I am going to show you guys the guide, because I really do want to... I'll just let the game explain what exactly this is. So, Introduction to 5D Chess. Most of the rules are the same as ordinary chess. Your pieces can move through time and between time lines, just like they move along rows and columns. The past cannot be changed. Moving a piece to the past causes a new timeline to be created. To complete a turn, make moves until the present shifts to your opponent. If you can't stop one of your kings from being captured, you're checkmated. Go try a match versus the trainer CPU, you can start with a simplified board configuration, revisit this guide once you have a little bit of context or specific questions. It's recommended that clocks, which is the time controls, are kept disabled for friendly matches. Ask questions, share tricks, find people to play with on the official Discord. Yeah, apparently this game does have a Discord server as well. So, standard pieces, I mean, I think anyone who's played chess before already knows what the standard pieces do, but they do have some additional uses in this particular chess game. So, the traditional rules that determine how pieces move are not specific to 2 dimensions. These movement rules are interpreted using additional axes and coordinates to describe a piece's position and movement. A piece occupies a row, column, turn, and timeline and can move accordingly. The rook moves any distance in 1 dimension at a time. For example, while a rook is moving along a column, its row, turn, and timeline are consistent. The bishop moves any distance in 2 dimensions at once. A direction defined by 2 dimensions is called a diagonal. In ordinary chess, a bishop moves along row and column diagonals, but here it can move along any combination of 2 dimensions. The queen moves any distance in any number of dimensions at once. This is more than just rook and bishop movement because it includes triagonals and quadragonals. I don't even know what those are. I don't know if this is like describing four-dimensional or 5-dimensional movement. I don't really know. I mean, this is 5D chess after all, but I actually have never heard of a triagonal or quadragonal before I played this. Also, remember the term quadragonal for now because we're going to be circling back to that in just a little bit. The king moves 1 square in any number of dimensions at once. The knight moves 2 squares in 1 dimension, then 1 square in a different dimension. The pawn moves 1 or 2 squares in the forward direction. Here, forward includes the direction towards your opponent's back timeline. The pawn can attack forward 1 square, along row and column, space-like, and timeline turn time-like diagonals. I don't know if this means you can attack pieces in the past, or like the pawn can. I mean, pretty much all the pieces here can attack pieces in other timelines, technically. Yeah, like I said, this game does involve time travel, so I do believe you can actually throw pieces back in time to attack other pieces in the past, which I don't know how exactly that works, but anyway, turns and timelines. Whose turn is it? A player makes moves while it's their turn in the present. To complete their turn, a player must make moves until the present shifts to their opponent. This can be done by taking action on multiple boards until the present advances, or by creating a timeline in the past that rewinds the present. A player can ignore any timelines that are not needed to advance or rewind the present. If a player branches twice before their opponent branches once, the extra branches will be inactive and won't affect the present until their opponent makes more branches. You can tell whether your next branch will be active by looking for a purple arrow indicator on the present. If a piece moves to a board where a move has already occurred, a new timeline branch is created because history cannot be altered. The latest move on the new timeline is the time-traveling piece's arrival. The latest move on the original timeline is the time-traveling piece's departure. So in other words, as soon as you direct a piece back to a previous board, essentially, or somewhere back in the past, it actually creates a brand new board. So now you're playing chess on a completely different timeline that is separate from the other timelines where you were playing chess. It's already getting extremely confusing here. If a player has no way to move the present without leaving their king attacked, then they're checkmated or stalemated. In ordinary chess, this means they cannot make any move without leaving their king attacked. Here, it means they cannot make any sequence of moves that shifts the present without leaving one of their kings attacked. Stalemate can occur in these conditions if the present cannot be shifted but no king is immediately attacked. If it's impossible to advance a particular timeline without leaving a king attacked, you must rewind the present using a piece from a different timeline. A timeline that is soft-mated in this manner often forces the soft-mated player to stall until they can capture the threatening piece from a new timeline. A move that attacks a king's past is a valid check. It's not a special case. Consider that applying the move would create a timeline with a captured king on it. If a timeline's advancement means a king is attacked, that timeline will have a check indicator on it. And remember as well that they did say that attacking a king's past is easier than attacking its present, and I will be able to demonstrate that more clearly in some of the puzzle levels, because this game does actually contain some puzzle levels that you can try out, just so that you can get used to the game's main mechanics, essentially. Attacking a king's past is easier than attacking its present. History cannot be altered to change where the king was or to allow another piece to block the attack. The attacker must be captured. If you're in check on one timeline, your only option may be to time travel very far backwards from another timeline, plan ahead and find a way to remove the troublesome check. If a player branches twice before their opponent branches once, that extra timeline will be inactive and can be ignored. If a player cannot create active timelines, they cannot use time travel to get out of trouble. Branch purposefully. If the game is over and someone is checkmated or stalemated, you can try moves on their behalf to see why, which is something you can also do in the puzzle game mode. 1 unit of time on a timeline is 2 boards. In ordinary chess, each numbered turn of a game is 1 move from white and 1 from black. For example, 1 e4, e5, 2 f4 is notation for the King's Gambit opening. 1 unit of time is the distance between your move and your previous move, with your opponent's reply in between. Select a piece and use the history or parallel view to visualize moves without your opponent's boards visible. Yeah, and for the record, I'm not familiar with any of the names of specific moves or openings that you can create in chess. I know that there's a lot of them. I will not be able to tell you what any of their names are because I'm not really familiar with any of that stuff. Okay, like the only thing I really knew about chess back when I was 10 years old was that you get the king. You have to go after the king and capture him. That's all I knew. Okay, but this is where it gets really weird because we have non-standard pieces. Additional dimensions imply the existence of new pieces, and alternate interpretations of existing pieces. These pieces are available in some non-standard variants. Unicorn can move any distance along a triagonal. I still don't know what that is. The dragon can move any distance along a quadrigonal, which I assume is why it's called a dragon. The princess is an alternate interpretation of the queen. It can only move in 1 or 2 dimensions at a time. This means it's only rook and bishop movement and not unicorn or dragon movement. The brawn is an alternate interpretation of the pawn. It can attack along any diagonal that includes a forward direction and does not include any backward direction. This is another valid interpretation of the traditional pawn, and has more available attacks than just purely space-like or purely time-like attacks. The royal queen moves like a queen, except that it's royalty. If your opponent can capture a royal queen, you're checkmated. The common king moves like a king, except it's not royalty. It's not significant that a common king is attacked or captured. I don't believe you really have to worry about these pieces all too much, because there's a lot of different variants that you can mess around with in the versus mode. And I do believe if you just want to play like regular chess with the added concept of time travel, you can just do that as well. Like if you want to create a board that just has the standard chess pieces, you can do that. But I did notice that there are other variants where you can enable those non-standard pieces. But for now, I would like to go to puzzles because I would like to at least demonstrate to you guys what this actually looks like in practice. So I have already completed some of these off screen. Some of these puzzles are actually quite simple, but they do get very complicated later on, so I'm just going to show you the ones that I managed to complete, and maybe I will try to complete some of the ones that I haven't managed to beat yet. So, Rook Tactics mate in 1, and I do believe there are tactics puzzles for all of the standard chess pieces right here. Yeah, so you'll notice that you have this giant line right here that says the present. Okay, so this is the present day board right here. And these are all of the past moves that were made beforehand. So you can also look at the history view right here, as you can see. So these are all the boards that exist in the past. Then you also have the parallel view. You can also flip the perspective, I guess, to see where exactly... Well, I don't know if this is like... I'm guessing that you're viewing the board from the other player's side? I don't know if that's necessarily what that means. But the way in which you clear this particular level right here is that you actually just have to move the rook over here from e1 to e5, and that's literally it. Like, so you can create a move right here, as you can see, and it creates another board in the past, so the present moves along. So we can then click on this button right here that says submit moves if we do think that we made a proper decision here, a correct decision. And there you go, the puzzle is actually complete. We did put, we did put the king in check. So you'll notice here that when we try to see how exactly we checked that king, you'll notice that there's a giant red arrow that's leading all the way to the very start of the timeline right here. So I did mention before that you can attack the king in the past. So I think the reason why this works is because at this point we can actually throw this rook all the way back to the past, all the way over here, and we just straight up capture the king on this past board. So this one right over here. Well, let me just try to undo my move here. Because I do believe he is pretty much checkmated either way. Well, no, he actually would not be. I guess the reason this works is because I'm attacking him in the past. Yeah, here he would be checked. He would be put in check, or checkmated. if I moved him over to the right. Yeah, after you clear the puzzle, you can then move the black pieces along just to see how exactly you cleared the puzzle. Yeah, I imagine putting him over here, he would just get captured by my king. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think, can I actually... Oh no, I can't actually click on the rook to see how exactly I could go back in the past. Okay, well, let me reset the puzzle here for just a minute. Because you will notice that I can actually bring this rook all the way into the past. So if I wanted to actually make him time travel right now, I could. So he time travels all the way back to this part of the board, and it creates an alternate timeline where there's now 2 white rooks on the board instead of just 1. Yeah, this is also another way that you can get multiple pieces of the same type onto the same board. Like, you can actually get multiple kings onto the board this way, because the kings can also travel back in time. That'll put him in check, but the reason why the puzzle's incomplete is because he can just move out of the way. Yeah, I guess because the rook is over here now. I'm just, like, testing something out here. Yeah, so I can move it all the way back to this specific tile right over here. I'm guessing the reason this works is because if I put him all the way up here to e5, yeah, then he can just jump all the way back to the past, but I don't know why it's not allowing me to, like, select the rook again so I can demonstrate that. But I guess I could also demonstrate it by just moving the black king along. Yeah, because I'm on the same tile as the king was in one of the past boards, so I think that's the reason why that works. Because the rook can travel all the way back to that board and just capture him immediately. I'm pretty sure in standard chess, though, he would not be checkmated like this, like the king would not, the black one. But yeah, that's that puzzle. That's one example of how insane this can potentially become. Alright, so, I mean, this is another one that I managed to beat. So these are just mate-in-one puzzles, so you have to try and find a way to get your opponent into checkmate with just one move. This one right here is a bit of a dead giveaway, though, because you'll notice that there's a blue tile right here, which I think is, yeah, where exactly the king is moving, because there's a rook, there's a bunch of things that's already happened here. So there's a rook that traveled back in time to this tile right here, traveled back in time to e1 on this board, which created an alternate timeline where I have 2 rooks. But because the king can also travel in time, he decides to escape all the way into this board right here. This board with the other black king on it, so now we have 2 black kings on the same board. He travels all the way back to, I think that's e4. Is that tile e4? Yeah, it is. So what we could do is, because of the fact that this is not actually synced up on the present day, I believe we can move this rook right here, one of our rooks, over to this blue tile, that we can submit our moves, and we've actually captured that king, I believe. I'm pretty sure that does work, because if we, yeah, we can try to demonstrate it here. Yeah, there's also a pawn right here as well, but we can demonstrate why exactly this works. Yeah, because the rook can just time travel, go grab that king over there. And I'm pretty sure the other king is checkmated as well, because he basically has nowhere to go, because he's blocked off by this other pawn right here. So I think the only possible things he could do is move over to e5, where he'll get checked, because the rook is in the way. If he goes down to d4, he still gets checked by the rook. And because it would be my turn, then he gets checkmated. Now, I'm just kind of wondering, is there something else that's kind of silly that I can do here? Oh yeah, I can move him over to this board. Oh, that does create something in the present, but I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, the rook just moves along over here on the present, and nothing happens of any significance. But yeah, you'll notice how the timelines are just branching off, and you have all these arrows that are moving around here. So this entire playing field can actually get filled up with boards pretty quickly. It does get pretty insane after a little while. So, yeah, it's definitely this rook that I have to move. I don't think I can move the other one over to that tile. Because the rook can only move between rows and columns. It can't move diagonally. I do believe... I'm pretty sure there is also this thing I can do right here, which is where I can like, castle, right? Does this allow me to castle? Oh, okay, it does allow me to do weird things like this, where I, okay, send you back in time right here. Got 2 white kings. That's not gonna do anything significant, I don't think. No, because it's not synced up to the present day. Maybe I can't actually castle here, can I? Will it let me castle? Maybe it won't. Probably can't. There's this timeline over here where my rooks don't even exist, because I think they traveled back in time. Oh, I see why the rook's not here, because it traveled back in time to a previous board, which created a different timeline, and now on this timeline here, the rooks don't exist. Yeah, but then I can bring one of the rooks back into existence in order to capture this black king over here. So, yeah, this is a very weird version of chess right here. And I do kind of wonder how exactly this would work on, like, an actual chessboard in real life. I imagine you wouldn't have multiple chessboards, but would you be able to, like, would you have to just, like, swap out different pieces? Well, I don't know, you'd probably have to have some sort of visual aid to, you know, let you know where exactly all the different timelines are and when exactly new timelines are created. I don't know, I don't feel like this would even be possible to play in real life. I mean, let's look at Rook Tactics 4 for a minute, because this is one that I haven't actually beaten off-screen. So this is also a mate in one puzzle. And it's not just going to be the puzzles that I show off, for the record. I do want to show off some of the actual boards that you can play, because they are very strange as well. So let's actually see what's happening here. I think I'm controlling the black pieces now. So the king jumped over here to create a new timeline that goes up this way, apparently. I don't know why exactly it goes upwards. But we have two kings. Okay, so the rook moves over here to try and put one of my kings in check, and then it moves down it moves diagonally in order to escape the check. Okay, well, I do know that the kings can move diagonally, like, one space at a time. So, where exactly would I want this rook to go? I mean, can I bring it... Okay, so I can... Oh, I can put it back over here as well. Okay, why exactly can it go over here? Well, what happens if I put it over here? I don't think... Well, okay, well, hang on. Submit the move for a second? Okay, he just travels in time to try and escape from me. That's what I figured. Okay, so this is where the king will be arriving, I believe, if that's what that blue tile means. Okay, so wait a second. I can't submit my moves just yet. Do I have to make more moves than one? Oh, okay. Two rooks over here. Well, one of them's gonna get captured, though. Or maybe I can bait him into going down here, and then he'll be in check. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, no, he does actually escape from it somehow. Well, hang on a second. What did he actually do here? Okay, yeah, he... okay, well, I guess because the other rook doesn't actually exist on that same board. Well, I can make it exist on that same board, can't I? Well, like on this board right down here? Well, actually, wait. Because that white king time traveled on this part of the timeline, this white king actually doesn't exist anymore. So maybe I need to try and find a way to get you to jump to this timeline above. I think? Oh god. Wait a second. I just realized this. Well, I can't do anything with that anymore. Well, I need to check someone, so I mean, hang on a second. Oh wait, no. Okay, I guess I didn't need to make any of them time travel. I guess... Okay, so I just put this piece up top here, where the kings still exist. Wait, I think both of the kings are checkmated here, actually. Hang on a second. This is where the other king escaped to. But I think I have them both in check. I think that's why exactly this works. So hang on. You go down here. Well, I just attack you in the past. Oh, okay, because... That's actually where you ended up in the past, like when he time traveled. He ended up on that tile. Oh, okay, that blue tile right there. Okay, so I'm attacking him in the past again, I think. Okay, well, if he goes up here, yeah, I just grab him. And also if I put him up on that row, if I bring him down here, I still grab... Oh yeah, my king also captures him too, actually. It puts him in the path of my king. Yeah, so I think if I just place him down over this way, I just attack him from the past. Yeah, because then I guess I can just make the rook jump all the way in the past in order to get the king over there. Okay, I'm gonna guess that's why that works, and I guess I had to mess around with this other part of the board because otherwise I wouldn't be able to advance the timeline forward, or I wouldn't be able to advance the present forward. But other than that, I don't think this board down here really had any significance at all, because there is no white king on this board, just a white pawn. And what use does that have? We don't care about the pawns, we want to capture the king. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So we can try knight tactics here. I can show you guys the knight tactics. So this is actually a very simple one, where there's actually no, pass boards. So I believe you just yeah, make the knight jump over to this tile, jump over from B1 to D2, and I think that's it. He actually gets checkmated. Why exactly does this work? Oh yeah, because I can also attack him in the past, once again, but also, over here, well I can just, yeah, because I can make the knight jump over there to this tile, and he gets captured. Yeah, so in case you don't understand how the knights work in chess, the knights can only move 2 tiles at a time, and the tile that they land on has to be, a different color than the one that they started on. So, you see those little brown and beige tiles? So, if this knight over here in the past right here is standing on a beige tile, the tile that he has to land on next has to be a brown one, and vice versa. Because then, after this, if I move him over here, yeah, he would have to land on a beige tile, and the king is close enough that I can just straight up capture him like that. If he goes down here, I can still attack him in the past. Yeah, but see, this is pretty much the only move I can make, because I actually cannot attack him in the past at all. Because there is no past board that was created. So, I mean, there is that. What was Knight Tactics 2 again? Okay, so there are past boards. This is also just made in 1. So, the king goes out in front of the knight. Okay, hang on a second. I don't think I want to make the knight go back in the past. Actually, how did I solve this again? Okay, it was definitely not this. Oh, I think I have to make the knight jump up here. Yeah, that actually checkmates him. Okay, so why does this work again, though? Because I just attack him in the past again. Is that where he was in the past? Yeah, apparently it was. Okay, but what if I move him over here? Okay, well, yeah, because I can just grab him from over here, because I can jump over to him. And then if I put him down here, then my king can just grab him. Oh, right, because I think they said that the knight can only move 1 square at a time in 1 dimension, right? So I can't actually move him over... Yeah, I can actually move him over just 1 tile if I'm making him hop through different dimensions. So I think that's why that works. Because then if I just throw him back to that dimension, then yeah, I can make him move 1 square up, and he grabs the king in the past. Is this making any sense at all? Because, I mean, are my explanations making any sense? I feel like they are for the most part, but yeah, I can see how exactly this would work, because it did tell me that they can move 1 square at a time in any direction if I'm making him jump through, a different dimension, basically, or if I'm making him travel back in time. Yeah, because I see those tiles are highlighted in green. Yeah, so I can just... If I'm making him jump now, then yeah, he can actually grab the king in the past, so that is a straight-up checkmate. Okay, well, Knight Tactics 3 is one that I haven't solved yet. Okay, so what's happening? Knight jumping back in the past, over to that tile, creating a new timeline. I don't know if I necessarily want to make something happen over on this timeline. I don't think I actually can. Yeah, because I'm not... Wait a second, I'm not moving the black pieces, am I? No, I'm controlling the white ones. You got 2 knights. Where... Well, actually, I can make you jump as well. I can capture this pawn, but I don't know if that would solve anything. Wait, well, that does put him in check, but he can just move away from that. Or wait, no, I don't think that does put him in check. Wait, does it? What tile did I make him land on? No, I think that does put him in check, but I think because that's not lined up with the present, it doesn't count. Yeah, because I made him jump through time. Well, if I put him here, the pawn's just gonna capture him, and if I put him over here as well... Okay, well, what happens if he goes down here? Okay, he just moves closer to me, so frick that, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I can make the king jump places. Oh god, I don't know if that's necessarily what I want to happen. I mean, I can try it just to see what exactly happens. Okay, that moves along. Okay, so we have no king here now, though. Okay, what would even be the point of doing this exactly? Yeah, no point at all, apparently. Oh, I see. So if I put the knight up there... Oh, so the pawn doesn't actually capture me. The king travels back in time to capture my knight. Okay, well, alternatively, the pawn could probably capture me as well, but why does the king travel back in time to get me? I don't really understand that. What happens if I move him to the left here? Oh, wait, no. Moving the knight over here actually worked. I thought he was just going to capture him. Okay, well, why does this work? Why does this work? Oh, okay, because I guess he can't... Oh, that's right, because the pawns can't move to the left or right. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. I think pawns can only move forward, so they can only move, like, between columns. Oh, right, and if I were... Yeah, because I remember this now, because if I bring the pawn all the way to the bottom of the board, it turns him into a queen. Okay, okay. Okay, well, let's see here. Why does this work? If I move over to the present, then I can just jump here and grab the king. Oh. Okay. I think I understand what I'm looking at. Yeah. Because if that pawn moves downwards, then... Which it only can, apparently, because it can't attack my knight. Yeah, so then I just jump to the board on top, and then I just capture the king. So that does put him in checkmate. If I move him up here... Well, yeah, because as soon as we get onto the present timeline, then I can just jump up there, and he's done for. He's done for. Does it do that with every single tile that I move him to? Well, if I move into this tile, he can just jump over there and grab him. Okay, but what if I were to make the king escape from that somehow? Like, what if we went this away and made a new timeline? Oh god. Well, no, he'd still get captured over on this part of the timeline here. So that might not actually matter. That probably wouldn't matter at all. Oh my god, why are there's so many arrows, dude, that I can't concentrate on anything. Okay, yeah, so I guess it wouldn't matter if I bring that king over, because that's technically not the same king. That's a king on a different timeline. So it doesn't matter if he jumps back over to this board right here, because the king in the future is still gonna get attacked and completely decimated by this horse right here, or the knight, I mean. It's also gonna get attacked by the knight in the future, so that's not gonna change. Yeah, because they said you can't alter history. Okay, I think I get it. I think I understand. Okay, well, there's bishop tactics here as well. I think in order to solve this, I don't think we capture the pawn. No, because then we just get captured ourselves. Do we put him all the way in this corner? I think we actually do. Yeah, we do. And why does this work exactly? Because we just attack him in the past again. Yeah, so I think the ways in which we can move the bishop in the past is like this. Yeah, like one space forward in any of these 4 directions right here. That's how we can move the bishop. Yeah, but attacking the king in the past like that is definitely not the correct solution, because I think what happens is that we move him upwards, then the king just captures him. I don't know. Let me test that theory, because I would like to see if that's what actually happens. Yeah, on the other timeline. Oh no, the pawn captures him. Okay, well that's it for that puzzle then. Okay, so how did I solve bishop tactics 2? Okay, so there's not even any previous timelines that I can go and exploit here. So is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, it is actually just moving him over here. Okay, well again, why does this work? Why does this work? Because I think I'm just capturing him in a previous timeline again. Yeah, right, because of the way that the bishops can move when traveling to different dimensions. So yeah, he just gets captured immediately. I mean, moving him like this, he would just get captured anyway, if I moved him over that way. Move him down here, gets captured by the king. And if he moves on this tile, he gets captured in the past. This tile, he still gets captured by the bishop. If I move him to any of these tiles all the way up here, he still gets captured in the past. So that's not going to change anything. All right, well, bishop tactics 3 I didn't try solving here yet. So let's see about this one. I'm controlling the black pieces this time. Okay, so I don't know if I necessarily have to move the king around to solve any of these. He's not going to get captured if I move him here, will he? He'll get checked, but then he'll come and grab me. Okay, if I move him back, he just moves upwards. Right, I don't think I can attack him in the past right now, because it was, yeah, it was the king's turn, the white king's turn to move. So I think that's the only reason why I can't go back in the past to try and get him. Okay, well, what about these pawns right here? I can bait him into doing something. No? Okay, well, what if we go all the way up this way? Okay, that actually does nothing. Okay, so I might need to move the king, actually. Maybe I will legit have to move the king. I'm not gonna move him here, because he'll just get captured. Like, what, right here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, again, why does this work? Why does this work? Is it because the king has nowhere to go? Well, if he goes up here... Oh, no, the bishop can still capture him in the past. Okay, so I guess because it does create a separate, it creates like a past board where the bishop can actually go and attack the king in the past now by just moving this king along right here. Up here, attack in the past. Up here, attack in the past. This tile, just gets hit by the bishop anyway. And if I move him down here, he'll just get hit by the king. Time travel, ladies and gentlemen. It makes no sense at all, and it makes even less sense in the context of chess. Okay, well, I guess that's done. God, I already completed 9 out of 49. We're already, like, basically 1/10 of the way there. Okay, what are pawn tactics? There's only 3 of them here. Well, actually, what other puzzles are there? Back rank basics, queen tactics, king, unicorn tactic. There's only 1 dragon tactic. Huh, tricky checkmates and advanced branching. Okay, well, I want to show you guys some of the weirder chess pieces in this game. So, you know what? What is dragon tactics? What is this? Oh my actual god, there's so many things happening already. Yeah, so it said the dragon can only move along quadrigonals, but what does that actually mean, though? This is just a mate in 1, so we can test this out. Okay, so king is going back in time to meet his past self or his future self. I don't exactly know what's happening here, but there's 2 kings. I mean, these 2 kings up here would technically be the same king, wouldn't they? Because this is just a king that's going back in time to meet his former self. How does time not just completely, like, break apart by having these 2 guys meet each other? Okay, whatever. There's a dragon on the board. Okay, so here's our dragon. We make our dragon jump somewhere. Can move along quadrigonals. Okay, so I'm guessing that whenever, okay, so he can only move over to that specific board right there in the present. Okay, so I'm guessing that when they say quadrigonals, they mean, like, he can only hop between dimensions, and he can only land on these, like, 4 tiles. Oh, okay, so he can only move diagonally in either of these 4 directions once, but he can only hop between dimensions, I guess. I think? I don't know what's happening here. Well, he's just gonna get captured by the king if I do this. So I'm not gonna do that. I think what I would like to do instead, put him down there? I don't know what that's gonna do. It does... Oh, okay. Where's that king going? The king is just escaping. He wants no part of that, apparently. Okay, so what if we put him near the rook? Well, or not the rook, the pawn, I mean. Well, the pawn can capture him. That's not gonna do anything. Okay, okay, he goes and gets one of my pawns. He still just escapes. Okay, so if he's escaping over to this timeline, then... Oh, wait, no, there's another dragon over here. Well, no, I can't do that as soon... Well, hang on a second. I need to think about something here. Hold on. This is not going to put him in check, though, is it? Or that's not going to result in a checkmate, because is that where he's planning on moving? Oh no, he doesn't even move that time, because I think he knew. I think he knew what was going down. This is where he wants to go, well, this is where the king previously was, or would have been if he had not time traveled. Oh god, wait a second. What is happening here right now? What if I put him down near my king? I think he just escapes every single time. He just escapes to an alternate timeline. If I try putting my dragon over there. I mean, let's try... What other thing have I not tried here? I think going up this way, actually. Let's see. Oh no, that was actually correct! I had the right idea all along. Oh. Well, I thought he was just gonna get captured. Okay, well, why does this work? Why does this work, then? I would like to know. I thought he was just gonna get captured by the king, because he very much could have. Okay, why does this work? Why? Oh, because I attack him in the past over this way with the dragon. Oh. Oh, right, because I guess, because of where this dragon is, I actually can do that, because I can move him diagonally up from, where's he at? From B2 to yeah, B2 to A1. Yeah, because that actually would work. I'd be able to attack him in the past like that. Yeah, so, move over here. Yeah, and then there's this arrow over here that's pointing to this other king. Okay, yeah. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I think it would just be attacking him in the past every single time, regardless of where these other kings will move. Oh, right, because I guess if I were to then move the king down to capture the dragon, my pawn would be able to get him. Ah, I see. So I guess it doesn't matter if there's like two kings here. As long as one of the kings gets checkmated, then that's it. They're done. They're just donezo. Yeah, because if I baited him with the dragon, then he would just get checkmated by my pawn. Okay. And if I did the same thing with this one, yeah, it would be the same outcome every single time. So it's like either way they're screwed. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I forgot that I had a pawn over there. I didn't notice the pawn beforehand. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So if I... Yeah, I think if I move anything else on the board, then he just gets captured in the past. I see. Yeah, so basically it's like, take the bait, get checkmated by the pawn, or just travel back in the past to attack one of the kings. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me, and that's the only Dragon Tactics puzzle in this game, so that's it. We're done. We're done with that. Okay, well, let's try one of the Unicorn Tactics puzzles then. Let me go to Unicorn Tactics 2, because I want to try, like, the hardest one available. Okay, so... we can just straight up make him jump to the other timeline? Okay, why can we do that? Well, they did say triagonals, right? He can move along triagonals. And I guess that means he can just straight up hop into a different dimension? What in the world? Okay, well I guess that's what they mean by that, but this is a mate in one. Okay, so I'm trying to get the king somewhere. So not over here I don't think, because I'm just gonna get captured. Oh wait, what? Oh no, I got checked over here. No, this doesn't seem correct, because I think I would get... if I moved the king over this way, I'd set myself up in a situation where... Actually, wait, would I set myself up in a situation where I could get checked? Potentially? Wait. Okay, yeah, puzzle incomplete, because I think... oh, because the pawn moves downwards. Okay. If I were to move you down here, there would be absolutely nothing of any significance that would occur. Oh, wait. I got it. Oh, it was just as simple as moving him over there? Okay, well, again, why does this work? Why does it work, dude? Oh, because I attack him in the past again. That's why. It's always attacking him in the past, apparently. Because I guess I can just straight up jump over there now, right? Is that why? Yeah, because it does allow me to jump over there. Okay, because that tile where the Black King is, it's highlighted in green. Is it just attacking him in the past every time, though? Seems like it is when I move the pawn down. Yes, for moving him to that tile. Okay, it is just attacking him in the past again. It allows me to do that. Okay, fine then. What was Unicorn Tactics 1 in that case? Because that was very simple. Wait, so does that mean, when they say triagonals, does that mean he can hop between two dimensions at a time, or two dimensions at once? I don't know. This is just looking like the dragon again, because I can move him in 4 different directions diagonally, but only one space at a time. Okay, well, let's try something out. Bait him by going over here. Well, I don't know if this will actually bait him or not. No, it won't. Because he just moves to the left. Okay, is there a reason why why my king moves down here? No, it must not be because I have to move the king. Or is it? I don't know, try something like this? Oh, because I have 2 unicorns down here now. But I don't think... yeah, he just moves. He just moves to the left again. Is 2 unicorns what I want, or maybe it's 2 kings? Okay, let's try moving the king along here. Well, I don't know. Oh, wow, it actually was moving the king diagonally like that. Okay, I'm guessing because we can attack him in the past again. Yes. We can attack him in the past by moving him over this way. Okay, well, why can he go over there now, all of a sudden? Yeah, that's highlighted. Oh, because these squares are moving further away, actually. So now he can move 2 tiles diagonally. Is that what they mean by triagonal? So it's like he can only hop between 2 dimensions at a time, but every time he hops between a dimension, the squares that he can move actually move like an additional tile away, so now he can hop 2 spaces? I don't understand this at all. I mean, I don't quite understand how the unicorn works in particular. I mean, the dragon one was pretty simple to understand because, you know, bait him with the dragon, get captured by the pawn. Also, the dragon can only hop between dimensions, apparently, in order to attack people, and also attack him in the past as well, because that also set up a situation where I could attack him in the past with the dragon. Okay, well, it works, dude. It freaking works. 12 out of 49, my god. We're basically at 25% completion already. Okay, well, opening traps 5... what in the world is this? Okay, this is just a standard like, chessboard right here, but... Okay, who's going into the past? The queen over to this pawn, apparently? Now you have two black queens. Who's being checked exactly, though? Also, who am I controlling? Well, I mean, I could capture the queen, but I don't think that's the correct... That's the correct solution to this. Wait. I can't make you jump over to here, though. That's the only thing. Yeah, but you could probably still capture my king on this timeline if I move him over that... Well, no. I can make him escape, actually, because he'll just straight up disappear from the board. So, let me just try something. Oh, actually, no. Oh, because the queen can jump 3 different directions to capture my king. What in the world is this? There's just arrows all over the screen. Oh, okay, then. That's not good at all. So, then... Go away. Oh, because then the horse will actually get me. Why do I keep calling it a horse? It's a knight. The knight will get me. Frick. Well, I can't move my knight either, because I can move my knight to capture the other knight, but then the queen's still gonna come after me. Okay, no, so it captures me on 3 different timelines if I just move away. The rook? Oh no, that makes 4 different capture... Well, no, because the king is still there. What am I doing? So I think just anywhere I place this king, it's gonna cause me to get captured. So I need to do something about this queen here. Like, it's the queen who's just gonna destroy me here. On like 3 different timelines, apparently. Well, actually, is there... Okay, so I can't do anything with that timeline. Well, I can still move something around on this timeline right here. Okay, well... King... Okay, wait a second, that did advance the timeline. Okay, well then I have to do something on here in order to actually be able to submit my moves. Okay, well... Moving the king... I don't know what moving the king back there would do, though. You know, in some ways, this is actually kind of reminding me of a puzzle game that I played on my channel a few years ago called Knights. Which was also, like, a puzzle game that was pretty much, like, themed around chess, but the only, as the game's title would insinuate, the only pieces that you actually could mess around with were the knights. That's kind of what this is reminding me of in a way. But it's just way more confusing because there's so many different, like, additional mechanics, like, strapped onto it. You know what I think I have to do? I have to send someone from this board back in the past to get that queen, because that just won't suffice, buddy boy. That just won't suffice. Wait, does that actually work? Okay, I guess it does, because, well, this is not in the present day, though. Like, that's the only issue with that plan. Oh, not only that, but this queen up here can also attack me up here in present day. Oh, okay. So, not that way, then. Oh, and I see why, because I literally moved the queen in front of me. Well, I can move this other rook back in time as well, but I don't know what exactly that's gonna do. I guess... Hang on. No, I still get... No, because this queen is still over here. I need to get rid of the queen on this timeline as well, I think. Can't send any of my pawns back to the past. I can't send that rook back, but I can send this one back. Well, where else could this go? Yeah, it can only go down to that tile on the same tile that it's already on. So that I don't think that's gonna work out at all. Okay, well, what if I were to move a pawn in that blue space? I mean, I don't know if that will actually do anything, but... Okay, what did I do here? I sent the queen all the way back here to capture that black pawn. Okay, the timeline has diverged again. I think he's still gonna... They can still potentially grab me, though, in different dimensions. Yeah, that hasn't changed a thing. Or that didn't change a thing. Can I send you back to capture that horse, possibly? I don't think I can. I'm seeing so many arrows moving in so many different directions, I'm just confused. I'm absolutely confused. Oh my god, okay, well, do I just want to make my king escape? And if so, where exactly could I make him escape to? He's still gonna get captured in so many other places, though. Maybe move the king back in time somehow? Well, no, because the other kings are still gonna be there. Man, this one in particular is just really confusing because I just don't even know what the heck is happening. Fine, you want 2 kings that you can capture? Oh no, that's still just 1 actually. Okay, yeah, I don't exactly know what's happening in this particular puzzle, so I don't think I'm gonna bother trying. Nah, I mean, I don't even know what back rank basics is. Oh, well, okay, well, 2 pawns in the way. The only place where the king can go is forward like this, so that's pretty easy checkmate right there. You're just done. You're just done completely. Alright, well, fine, what's combination attacks? Oh my god, okay, three different timelines here. Oh, so I have to move all 3 of these at the same time, it seems. Okay, well, I have to try and attack the king at the top, don't I? Okay, yeah, in all seriousness, I really don't think I want to try those out. Okay, well, in that case, I showed you guys some of the puzzles. I can show you guys at least one versus match here before we end the video. You'll see that there's a lot of different variants that you can select from here. I mean, there's a lot of them, dude. You got small, very small. What were the other ones up here? Simple, no knights, rooks, or queens. These are recommended. Simple, no bishops, miscellaneous timeline invasion. I don't even know what these is. Standard princess. Okay, this is where we can probably show off the princess pawn. Or the princess piece. I don't know what turn 0 is. Global warming? If you want a board that is just strictly a specific piece, there's also, yeah, unicorns, dragons, and bronze. Okay, well, we didn't show off the bronze yet, did we? So what exactly is this? Okay, you're just going immediately? I'm doing the black pieces. I don't even know what this opening would be called, but sure. Do that. Okay, wait, this is actually a really tiny board. I'm not even sure if we'd be able to, like, properly show off what the bronze are capable of doing, though. Oh, wait, can he not actually... No, well, I can attack him like this. There we go. I think the only time that the pawns can ever move diagonally. Okay, wait a second. Am I, like, boxing him in? Am I boxing him in somehow? Okay, no, I'm definitely not, because these can only move, like, one direction. Oh, wait, I can move the king back in time. Why am I already able to do this? I feel like if I were to do that, I'd just be making it harder for myself, because now there's 2 kings that could potentially be checkmated. So now it's a lot easier for them to checkmate me. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Does it? Okay, well, we are checkmated now, but that's fine, because I could just do this. There we go. Capture him. Okay, what's going on up this way? Yeah, it's like I have to focus on 2 different boards at a time now. Hang on, I can move you somewhere over here to go and grab this piece over here. Okay, well, no, this guy can actually attack me in the past. So if I move him over this way, I think he would just straight up, like, yeah, he'd be able to attack me from the past. Okay, so that's just gonna checkmate me then. So I probably should not do that. Oh, can he just do that either way? Okay, I may have to just grab him then. And then I do have to move something else over this way. Maybe I could sacrifice one of my bronze? Oh no, this guy can also attack me from over here. Okay, I think I actually have been stalemated here, because I think no matter what I do, this guy can just go back in the past and kill one of my kings. And even if I do capture him, then this other brawn over here actually can't do anything. Okay, wait, hang on a second. Was I able to do something here? Okay, that king is jumping. Why you jumping, buddy? I mean, you got two kings now. You got 2 kings of your own. Okay. Well, hang on, we're not dead yet then. We're not dead just yet. This will just, yeah, that's gonna result in a checkmate. I don't know why I even did that. I can try to bait him. I don't know if it'll work. It probably won't. Oh wait, okay, wait, what else moved along here? Did he hop to another dimension? Oh no, he moved upwards, actually. Okay, well this will not work, because he'll probably just get captured by one of the bronze on the side. Do I just want to destroy reality itself and just create multiple branching timelines here? Is that what I just would like to do right now? I mean, I could jump over to here, grab another one of the pawns, or the bronze, because that's what they actually are. Yeah, capture another brawn here. I'm just getting rid of their bronze, and I have so many different pieces over this way. I did put this on weak, so I imagine... Okay, he's actually hopping away again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the CPU difficulty set on easy here. And that's exactly what I wanted, because, my god. Hey, you want a board with 3 kings on it? What am I doing here? What is this timeline? There's so many arrows all over the damn place. I don't know, submit, we'll see what happens. Oh, I got checked in one place, I think. Or did I check them? I guess this is like a matter of which one I actually want to move. But you're actually in the process of moving, I think. That's why I can't move you. Okay, well, what do you hop this way? I don't know what I am doing right now. I almost feel like you need to be, like, an actual scientist in order to play these kinds of games correctly. Like, or properly, I guess. Because I just really don't even know what's going on anymore. Yeah, I have to move, like, 5 boards at a time. We're playing chess on 5 different boards right now. Like, this is actually dumb. I don't even know what this is anymore. I checked him over here. Okay, yeah, he's hopping one of the white kings is jumping between dimensions and just, like, taking out all of my bronze. Alright, well, this calls for, evasive action here. Goodbye? Oh my god, dude, there's so many boards. What is this? I mean, I can already submit a move. I got him in check on one board, but this board is not moving, it seems. I think I'm, like, constantly reversing the timeline so that these boards are not even moving anymore. Okay, you have 3 kings now, apparently. Well, fine, 2 can play at that game. Here. Oh, I can only move you to, like... Okay, let's go this way. What is going on? There's already so many boards here. Oh, wait, I won! Wait, how did I win? How exactly did I win? Wait, what the frick? Oh, was it actually this board? Okay, wait. Why does this work? Wait, how did I checkmate him exactly? What exactly did I do? It's showing me that it's this board where I got the check right here. Oh, okay. So, I capture him here. Oh, because I guess it was my turn, actually. I guess because it was my turn. Yeah, I get him, I checkmate him here. I also checkmate him on the other board as well, though, because I can move him over there. Yeah, I guess I could. I can make him hop over that way. Alright. Okay, I see why that works. I think it's because... Yeah, if he tries moving back... If he moves back over here... I can actually just straight up grab him from another timeline, actually. From the timeline up here. I can just jump over to that and just grab him immediately. Okay, well, I mean, just to show you the kind of insanity that you can create here... God, I can really zoom this out quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. There's the entire timeline that I created from the moment I started playing the game all the way to, apparently getting him in check somehow. Again, I did have the CPU on easy mode, so I mean... I don't know, I kind of feel like I was just handed that win anyway, but... Then again, I also had no idea what I was doing the entire time, so I don't know. It might have just been pure luck. It could have just been pure luck that I actually came up with a winning solution. This was the winning solution, apparently. Yeah, checkmate him by jumping to a different dimension. Yeah, okay, so it's these 2 timelines. Well, I mean, it was showing me that he was getting checked on at least 1 timeline, but I guess that was like... I guess because it was technically my turn... That was the reason why I was able to get him? Or I guess as soon as he was able to do anything, then he would have gotten me. Well, what if I made him jump somewhere else? Like, what if I made him jump over this way? Okay, no, he would still get checked on this timeline. He would still get checkmated. It wouldn't matter if I made him go somewhere else. Okay. Alright, well, we'll just finish the game then. Yeah, the trainer, it was on trainer, it was just weak, so I mean, that's probably the difficulty you should be playing this on if you're completely new to this, like, even if you do know how to play chess, because this is just really weird and confusing, but I think other than that, guys, I am going to, I am gonna leave the video here. I mean, I am kind of curious about this turn 0 thing. Oh god, okay, this is actually a full-on chessboard right here. Okay, well, I definitely see how freaking unnecessarily complex this could get if we're throwing time travel into the mix here. Okay, you're actually not doing the King's Gambit opening because you moved on F4? Or F3, rather? Okay, other than that, guys, I feel like I have been recording for quite a while, so I don't think I'm going to try any of these other variants here. I did want to show off, like, some of the... I wanted to show off some of the weirder variants and some of the weirder puzzles that you could find in this game. because I thought they were a lot more interesting than just playing like the regular chessboard. So I do apologize if you were expecting me to try and play like a regular game of chess with the added concept of time travel, but I wanted to show off some of the weirder stuff that you could find in this game. So yeah, that's 5D chess with multiverse time travel. It's a freaking bizarre take on chess, but I mean, it can still be fun if you can figure out, you know, how exactly to play it. I guess you may have an easier time figuring out how exactly everything works if you're actually, like, genuinely skilled at chess, or if, you know, you're like a college professor, basically. I mean, just considering that you're dealing with the whole concept of time travel and different dimensions, and also the fact that there's brand new chess pieces that were apparently made. Well, I mean, I don't know if those chess pieces were made specifically for this game. I mean, there might actually be different variants of chess, like, in reality, that use pieces like that. I don't really know. Like, why are we dealing with, like, dragons and princesses, and I don't even know what brawns are. I will say that I definitely have more brawn than I do brain, because I feel like my brain has just completely been destroyed, and it's all this game's fault. Yeah, I also made the very smart decision to record this at, well, what time is it now? Almost 1 in the morning? Yeah, probably not the best time to be playing a game like this, but I mean, I still enjoyed this. I mean, I definitely understand some of the concepts, some of the more novel concepts of this, or like some of the concepts that it tries to teach you. Like when you understand how some of the chess pieces function when you're trying to make them jump to different dimensions, it does start making a little bit more sense. Because you have to remember that you can attack the king in the past as well, like you can send pieces back to the past in order to attack the king in the past. It seems like a lot of the solutions to the puzzles in particular involve doing exactly that. As soon as you understand how exactly the chess pieces function when you're, you know, making them travel to different dimensions, it starts making a lot more sense at that point, because you then realize, oh wait, I can actually send this piece in order to basically just straight up capture the king on one of the previous boards. Because I guess all the previous boards that you played on still technically exist, but they're just in like, they're just in stasis, I guess you could say. Like they're just frozen in time, but they don't actually disappear, which does give you an opportunity to, do some really weird things that I can't fully explain. I don't know, someone with a degree in quantum mechanics could probably explain it a lot better than I could, so yeah, that's 5D chess with multiverse time travel. If you want to try this game out, the link is in the description. Just keep in mind that this game is not free. I think this game costs like either $10 or $15. But I do think there is a very good reason why this game has such highly positive reviews on Steam. It's definitely a much more complex take on chess for sure, but it's not impossible. I'm pretty sure the person who developed this game did not intend for the game to be impossible, and it definitely doesn't seem like it is. It just requires a bit more logical thinking than, you know, playing chess normally does. It's basically just ordinary chess, but there's just additional mechanics tacked onto it. And once you understand how the other mechanics work, then it does start clicking in your head at that point. Like, if you just try messing around with the game's extra mechanics and just try practicing a little bit, then it does click with you eventually. Of course, I'm still absolutely trash at it, much like how I'm just trash at chess in general, but if you want to try it out, the link's in the description. I don't know if this game's available on any other platforms than PC. It could be available on other platforms, but I'll have to go and check first. So, there you go. That's 5D chess, just a really silly take on chess that I've been meaning to show you guys for a while, but I've just been, like, very intimidated by this game. And also, it was kind of the same issue that I had with recording Threadbound, where I just didn't really know how to explain how the game played, but I do hope that my explanations were coherent enough, so yeah, there you go. I don't know what else to say about this. It's chess, but it's weird. It's chess for, actual college professors, basically. It's chess for academics, pretty much. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later!